The Ryder Cup is an event held every 2 years, where teams from Europe and the United States compete for the trophy. The tee-off times for the Ryder Cup are usually announced closer to the start of the tournament. Players are divided into foursomes teams, where each team consists of 2 players. All the members of a team play alternate shots during the match. The tee-off times are usually determined by the draw made before the tournament. The Ryder Cup tee-off times can vary depending on the conditions at the venue. During the first 2 days of the Ryder Cup, both teams have 12 tee-off times. On the weekend, there are usually 6 tee times for each team. The European and US teams have different tee-off times for the first 2 skins played on day 1. After that, players switch off and play alternate skins. The Ryder Cup tee-off times during the 2-day tournament are usually 9 a.m., 11 a.m., 1 p.m., 3 p.m., 5 p.m., and 7 p.m. These times can be adjusted depending on the tournament schedule. On the Saturday and Sunday, the Ryder Cup tee-off times are usually 8 a.m., 10 a.m., 12 p.m., 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and 6 p.m. The tee-off times can be adjusted depending on the weather conditions and other factors. Players are informed of the tee times on the morning of the day they are playing. The tee-off times are also adjusted to give the players time to eat lunch and have breaks in between matches. The Ryder Cup is played over 3 days, and the tee-off times are adjusted to ensure that players get enough time to rest and relax between matches. The Ryder Cup tee-off times are announced well in advance of the tournament, and players have plenty of time to prepare for the tournament. The Ryder Cup tee-off times are announced on the official Ryder Cup website and are also printed in a tournament guide. Players can also ask the tournament officials for details on the tee-off times. Players must arrive at the venue at least an hour before the scheduled tee-off time. The Ryder Cup tee-off times are usually timed so that the last matches finish as near as possible to the same time on each day of the tournament. The weather conditions at the venue can have an effect on the tee-off times. If there is a potential for adverse weather, the Ryder Cup tee-off times can be changed. Players check the tee-off times in the morning before the day's play begins, to ensure that they do not miss their matches. The Ryder Cup tee-off times are adjusted to give players the opportunity to practice before their matches. The tournament organizers make sure that players have enough time to practice before their tee-off times. Players are expected to arrive at the venue an hour before their tee-off times. This ensures that they have enough time to warm up and get ready for their matches. The Ryder Cup tee-off times are announced well in advance so that all the players can plan their preparations ahead of time. The tee-off times can be changed to suit any changes in the weather conditions. Players can check the official Ryder Cup website for the latest tee-off times. The Ryder Cup tee-off times are adjusted to make sure all players can finish playing on the same day. Players who are late for their tee-off times will be given a warning by the tournament officials. Poor golfing conduct, such as slow play, can lead to a player being given a penalty or being disqualified from the tournament.